Yo, what's up guys? Good morning, hope y'all are doing well. Today it is Friday. It is a lovely, lovely Friday, team. A lovely, lovely Friday. It's another day trading John's patented penny stock system. You know. What's up? 11, Tactical, Going, James, Emmanuel, Luca, DS, Legit, Nancy, Annette. Good morning, team. Y'all doing okay today? What's up, Hartley Thomas Cloud? Good morning, team. Yeah, I got you. I'm using Epidemic Sounds though, bro. It's a licensing software, man. I can send you the link if you want it. Yeah, this is the link of yeah, this is the link of my soundtrack this morning. Hey, I'm not in Baton Rouge, bro. Yeah, I don't live in Baton Rouge, man. I don't live in Baton Rouge, man. Baton Rouge is too sketchy for me at this point. I grew up in Baton Rouge. I love Baton Rouge, man. Don't get it twisted. Like, I love Baton Rouge. Go Tigers. All my friends are in Baton Rouge. My family lives in Baton Rouge and Mandeville and New Orleans. But I don't live there anymore. It's too sketchy, man. The last time I went there, my truck got broken into in the middle of the night and you know, windows got busted out. And so Baton Rouge is just sketchy. It's just getting worse and worse, to be honest. And so, you know, I ain't living there. Yeah, no worries. Sorry, I'm responding to Kathy, but yeah, guys, y'all want to see something that's super dope that I'm super excited about? You guys want to see something? Y'all want to see something cool? Watch this. I'm gonna pull a Stand By Me. Y'all want to see something? Look at my graph, guys. This is what I want to show you guys. This way you can tell that I'm not just making up stuff too. Like, check out my graph, team. Look at this. Look at this graph. Trading my penny stock system. This is a beautiful thing. A beautiful thing, team. Look at this thing, man. Ooh, it's so pretty, guys. It's a lovely, lovely graph. Look at this thing, man. My last red day. Let me find it. Hold on. Look at this graph, guys. Sorry, it took me a little while to draw. Maybe I was photoshopping it real quick, huh? Look at that graph. Look at that thing, man. My penny stock system is working. Look at this thing, man. I just took that from TD Ameritrade. And honestly, you guys can watch me trade. If you think I'm lying, if you think I'm just making this graph up, if you think it's not accurate, just watch the trades. You can watch me stream every day. I can't fake that because you can see it. It's all live. You know, this is my TD Ameritrade. So like I said, when you see me take trades on TD Ameritrade, that's my graph. But I've been killing it, man. It's been working. My system's been accurate. That's a pretty graph in my opinion. That's from the 1st to the 13th. But oof, man. It feels good to be a gangster, guys. That's all I'm saying. And we're making money today. It feels good. You know. Oh, man. It feels good, man. Hey, yes, sir. Yeah, I shopped it real quick. I photoshopped it real quick. You know, just real quick. You know. Like I said yesterday, if you want to see if I'm photoshopping, look at the apps at the bottom. Like, look at these at the bottom. No Photoshop. I got Snipping Tool, which is what I took the picture with. We got TD Ameritrade. We got OBS. We got pictures. You know. And so, definitely not shopped. But that's my graph, guys. I'm super excited about it, man. It's really exciting, honestly. It really is, because it's like, you know, you work hard. Like, listen, people got weird. Like, listen, I post those back testing videos, right? And like people would make fun. They would say, why don't you back test how much money you're losing? Ha 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 ha. You know? And they would make fun and they would mock me. And now they're silent because it actually works. And that's why you backtest, guys. It's an important lesson. And the way you backtest, I use what I call the IO or binary or tally method, whatever you want to call it. Right? But from what I understand, I don't think I invented it because I'm sure somebody else has come along and been like, oh, I'm just going to tally. But I use I's and O's for success and failure, mostly because I'm a programmer and a binary nerd, right? So I use I's and O's as success and failure levels when I backtest it. I call it the IO method, and I just kind of go back and I try to give myself a success and a failure level. And then if the stock is successful for the strategy, I jot it down as a success. And then if it's a failure, I jot it down as a failure. And then I try to document the qualifying conditions for that. And then in the end, I get some good conditions, good time frames, and good accuracy rates for each strategy that I ultimately backtest. And my latest endeavor has been backtesting these penny stock gappers. And that is what brought me to the system of the moving average crossover system that I've been trading, and it just works really, really well. We got a few stuff that we're ultimately watching here. And just to break down what exactly I'm watching for, I'm looking for the moving average crossover in the first 15 minutes after the market open. It has to be in the first 15 minutes, and we need to see a gapping stock. This is important, guys, because we need this gap right here. We need it to gap, and then we need it to pull back some in the system, right? So the system revolves around a stock gapping up like this, and then pulling back some and opening in actually a downward trend. Right? It's important that it opens up in a downward trend because in order for the moving averages to set up like I need them to, the stock needs to be below the VWAP and it needs to open up in a downward trend, right? So the white line needs to open up above the blue line, and then at the opening bell in the first 15 minutes when the stock is below the VWAP, you can see the VWAP up here, then we get the crossover and that's when we attack it. That's when it works. And like I said, trading only that for over a week. I've only had like one losing trade, I think, trading it like that on Thinkorswim. I seriously think I've had like one loss doing it that way. And I've been running at like 80% accuracy, maybe higher than that because I've traded a bunch now using this. But yeah, that's it right now, guys. We're going to see what happens. We're watching MTP, and MTP is kind of setting up for it. We can look at some catalysts for these moves right now. Right, it works 100%, man. And yeah, you just got to be fast with it. Like, you have to get in and out quickly, right? If you don't get in and out quickly, you're going to end up losing, right? You can't marry this move. Like, it's not like the pre-market high break where you can hold it and try to just let it run sometimes. Sometimes you're going to run, but if you don't get in and out quickly, it's just going to fake you out. And that's the big important thing that you need to understand. Alright, But yeah, we're watching MTP. It's actually dipping down here. Alright, sorry guys. What's up? Yeah, MTP looks like the one. Like, here's the thing, right? It needs to open up below the VWAP, and it needs to have the white line. The problem, though, is that, like, sometimes what I'm noticing is stocks that dip down a little, like, right before the bell work because they're actually in present in a downward trend, right? And so that is important, too. We also have EBO in here. Let me start looking up some news, team. My bad, I'm slacking this morning. So MTP gapping up here from 187 to 260s where it's sitting now. This is Midetech, and they are up after they announced a registration statement declared. Let's see. They announced the US FDA. They announced the SEC has declared effective the company's registration statement on Form F1 relating to the permitted resale of up to 12,695,445 ordinary shares, nominal value of 1 pip each, or 0.1 pip each, in the company, represented by 2,539,091 American Depository Shares, which are ADSs, held by certain stockholders of the company name in the registration statement. Midetech Pharma says that they're going to be placing something. So yeah, that's basically it. They just had a registration statement declared with the SEC. And so we'll see what happens here. Warrants were issued, certain UK investors. And so yeah, we'll see. It's not really my wheelhouse with regard to like catalysts. I don't really know about those that much, to be honest. So we're going to watch it. We got IPI here, which doesn't look that good. We got MESO here, gapping up MESO. And like I said, if we're looking at MTP, I'll go back to that one. So this is FDA panel approval of MESO's Ryoncil in children. So yeah, the FDA Administration Advisory Panel recommended approval of their biodrug in children with steroid refractory acute graft versus host disease. Nailed it. But yeah, we're gonna watch this one. FDA approval, basically, or recommended FDA approval. So we got 17 here, which is a whole dollar level. We have this confirmed 1750 level, which I actually like even better here. So like, for instance, if we break under 1750, I like 17 to hold. And if it doesn't, then it's going to look really weak, especially under like the 1630 level. We also have this confirmed area at 19 even, the 19 whole dollar level. And if we extend that to the left, we get a lot of confirmation. And then if we start to go really crazy, we got this 2050 pre-market high, which is also at the half dollar level. And if we could break that, it looks really, really interesting. Now, as for some other stocks here, like I said, we could look at MTP for specifically levels here. We got 260, watching 250, kind of the same thing as well. Like this is one that's a prime candidate for the moving average crossover play. Hey, I appreciate all the subs today, guys. Thank you, team. But yeah, this one's a prime example of the moving average crossover play. We're going to see if it works. We're going to try to let it work. We got $3. That looks interesting. We got 320s, 330s, maybe 350 up here. But yeah, those are the confirmed levels. And really, just to remove this $3 level, like, I think it's a big level. Don't get me wrong. But like, what I actually like here a little bit more than all of these, I'm going to clear the drawing set, is we do have somewhat of a triangle here. Let's see. Here's the triangle form. We do have that. And so, you know, maybe you could even look at it as like a broader triangle here if you wanted it to. You kind of have to go like this, though, which would kind of count out those previous levels. And then maybe we can move this down to 250 to see about a little bit more broad of a triangle here. What about that? We'll see if it breaks out, but not really my style per se. I would rather look at more recent levels since I'm more of a short-term trader. But yeah, we're going to watch 260, which is the low right now, and then we're going to watch 250 for the $0.50. And so if it breaks under 250, I'm definitely not loving it. And then we also have that 240 low right there. So these three support levels are interesting. We'll watch them. We also have MARA. MARA is gapping up, I believe. What's Bitcoin doing today, guys? Is Bitcoin moving? All right, so Bitcoin, it's up today. No, 13. Okay, so here's the new day. So yeah, Bitcoin it's up today, but it's about break even in the last 2 days. So we'll see what happens with it. But we're gonna watch MARA as well here. We're gonna see if they have a legitimate catalyst. Marathon Patent Group, they are announcing a $23 million contract with Bitmain to purchase 10,500 S19 Pro miners. So Marathon Patent Group announced a $23 million contract to purchase a bunch of miners here. So we'll see what happens. So yeah, MARA, Marathon Patent, they received a $23 million deal that's going to buy a bunch of their miners, 10,500 from a company called Bitmain. And so a pretty solid deal hit for MARA. We'll see what happens here. We could also look at these specific levels for this one. Number one is you got 390. That was the high right before the close yesterday. If this one does start to move up, you got 420, everybody's favorite number. And then you also have the pre-market high up here at 430. If we're looking at lower levels, we got 375. That's the range I would watch for this one. 375, 390, maybe $4, but 420 and 430 as the highs to test in pre-market. Looks interesting for MARA. We'll come back to that one. We also have Riot here, which is kind of moving on sympathy, I think. The big level right now is 375, and then you got 390 up here too. So we'll watch those two, but I think Riot's just up purely on sympathy. We also have another one with KMDA. KMDA gapping up a little bit. This one's got a huge range here for KMDA, a huge range. This one put out second quarter results. Sales went down. The company reiterated 2020 revenue guidance. And so we'll see what happens here. Actually, that was on the 12th and the 13th. So this one had bad second quarter results that came out a few days ago. And now this one's up. That doesn't really make any sense. So on the 12th, this one had bad second quarter results come out. I don't know why this one's moving today. Maybe it's a sympathy play. I don't know. We'll come back to KMDA. But it is gapping up some. Big range. Big move. Don't know the catalyst. If you know, let me know. Let me check out StockBot, actually. How do I find the news for a stock in, what is it, KMDA news? How do I do this? StockBot, where you at, bro? I see. I got it. Yeah, I don't see anything new. This is just new earnings. I mean, I don't see anything really right now. Hey, thank you, Wilson. I appreciate that. TNXP, MTP. Yeah, I don't know. Everything's a scalp to me, brother. You know. We also have EBON here. EBON making some moves. Let me check out my man StockBot here. And the news on EBON is they established a subsidiary in Singapore in preparation for establishing a cryptocurrency exchange. So yeah, they're basically trying to establish a crypto exchange for EBON, and this one's not that bad. I mean, if this one starts to drop and we get the setup for it, like if it drops down to like 560, maybe 580, 560 here, then we might be able to get the crossover play and wait for it. We'll see though, but we got to ultimately wait for that on EBON. But I don't hate this one if we're looking at it. I mean, 580 is a big level. If it breaks under 580, I'm not really loving it. And we also have this confirmed level at 7. Oh my gosh. Hold on. Alright guys, I'm going to go give my kids a hug goodbye. They're on their second day of school. It's their last day of school this week, so I'm going to go give my kids a hug goodbye, tell them I love them. I'll be right back in like less than a minute. So I'll be right back, guys. My kids are going to school, so let me go give them a hug real quick, and I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Oh, man. Like I said, guys, you guys want to see a pretty sight? Possibly the prettiest sight I've ever seen. Look at this thing, man. Check this out. Look at that thing, man. I'm the best trader ever. Look at that graph. I mean, I'm making like $20 gains, but like, hey, look at that graph, man. That is possibly the greatest trader graph ever in the history of trading. Legit the best, you know. But yeah, that's my graph, guys. I'm actually making money though. I'm super pumped. My penny stock system is working, team. It's actually working. Took me a little while to figure it out though, but I got it. Yeah, I gotta go give my kids a hug. It is what it is, man, you know. Alright, guys. You know. But like I said, guys, I'm actually really pumped about it, and we're gonna try to find the setup at the open. We got a few stuff moving on these scanners here. We got like TLC. TLC doesn't look bad. If you don't like scrubs and you know you don't chase waterfalls, TLC ain't that bad though. We'll see what happens. I'm old. I'm old, aren't I? You know, I think I am. I think I'm old for that. I'm too old for that joke, right? Is that a dad joke? I think it might be. TLC. Gapping up here, they submitted investigational new drug IND application for their TLC-19 inhalable liposomal hydroxychloroquine for COVID. We'll see what happens there. But they submitted a IND for TLC. Yeah, that's right, Richard. You know. Right, for sure, Vince. It legit works, man. Like I said, dude, it's kind of weird. It's like I've been winning every day in penny stocks, right? Like this is legitimately like this is my last week, you know. And like, this is like legit my stats. Look at that perfect drawing right here too. Ooh, boom. That's my last week of trading, and it's legitimately working. Like I said, here's the thing, right? You can't be greedy with it. You gotta take your money and get out. Like, sure, sometimes you're gonna look back after a trade of making like a few bucks, a few cents per share, and you're gonna be like, damn, I could have made a lot more. But that's okay, because the goal is just to have good accuracy. It's not, the scalping that I'm doing is not a great risk reward strategy. It's not a strategy that revolves around risk and reward. It's a strategy that revolves around high accuracy. And so the key is you take your money and you get out. You're not trying to get 2 to 1 or 3 to 1. You're just trying to get 1 to 1, because the accuracy is going to run at 80%, right? So if you get 1 to 1 and you run at 80%, you're still super profitable, you know? And there's a direct correlation between your accuracy rate and risk reward, right? Some traders are gonna opt to have like a 50-60% accuracy rate, but they're trading 2 to 1 ratios, and so they're still profitable. And some traders are gonna choose to have a really high accuracy rate, like 80%, and then have a 1 to 1 ratio, and they're still profitable too. And so both of those traders can be profitable. They just got to use different risk reward ratios, and that's what you got to understand. And so with this, specifically with scalping, most of the time you're not looking for 2 to 1 ratios. You're just looking for 1 to 1 ratios that can take advantage of high accuracy rates. And that is what I'm doing here. That is what I'm pushing for. That is what I'm trying to ultimately achieve with this scalping system, is a high accuracy rate that I can ultimately take advantage of and make some money and grow my small think or swim account. And that is what we're pushing for. And so far we're successful, team. Yeah, that's right. BOXL. Hey, yeah, BOXL, rip it over pre-market highs. This is box light. It's finding support at 250, and I talked about this strategy before too, where a stock moves up. I want to test this in pre-market. Moves up, bounces at the $half level. Look, there's the 250 level, and then breaks that high right here, right? That breaks this high right here at 256. That is an interesting strategy that I would like to test. I don't know about it in pre-market, but I know I've traded this one as a scalping method outside of pre-market after the opening bell. So like, we'll see. Just stick to the rivers and the lakes that you're used to. I know, bro. I don't want no scrubs. You know, no, that's the wrong song. Don't go chasing waterfalls, bro. That's all I'm saying. It's a good lesson in trading. Listen, if I got to give you guys a life lesson, we can look at TLC here. And like, the main lesson for this one is like, don't go chasing these waterfalls, okay? Stick to the dips and the rivers that you're used to. You know what I mean? Find some support at $10. Wait for it to dip down to $10 and just take advantage of the bounce. Do what you do. You know, don't go chasing waterfalls here. You're going to get caught holding a falling knife or catching a falling knife. You don't want that. Okay, just stick to what works. But yeah, BOXL, box light, rip it up here. We're going to see what happens. It's a little bit too high for me. Like I said, if you guys watch the crossover play that I get into, one of the things that I trade is I don't necessarily try to attack the crossover if it opens up too high. Like if the stock opens up and it's too extended, I'm not trying to catch the crossover. It needs to be even. It needs to rip up some, kind of like MTP if you want me to be honest. Like MTP is probably the prime setup right now. We got a nice rip up. We got a pullback dip. It's not super extended. It's below the VWAP, and hopefully we get the setup for the crossover at the opening bell. That's right, Daniel. Hey, I love it. I love it, bro. Yeah, let's look at BOXL, though. Let's look at the catalyst for this. And then we can actually look up the market news, too. BOXL, finding support at 250, though. I do like this. I love what you'll see me do a lot, guys. And I got a video dropping this weekend about that. I got a bunch of videos dropping soon. We got one coming, not today, because Fridays are usually slow, but Saturday. We got one Sunday, and we got one for Monday afternoon. And so y'all be ready, because we're dropping videos. But yeah, so hit that subscribe button. You know you want to. Do it now. Click the sub button. Hit the bell. Turn on notifications. Alright, so Taiwan Liposome submits investigational new known as TLC. We need BOXL. BOXL put in second quarter adjusted loss of 1 cent per share. Second quarter adjusted revenue of $7.83 million. Second quarter loss per share of 8 cents. So yeah, they put out second quarter results that were better than expected, I guess. Yeah, better than expected second quarter results. Gross profit of 34%, revenues of 7.8 million. So yeah, BOXL was positive. And so we'll watch it over this, you know, like I said, over 256. I gotta stop myself from trading in pre-market though, because like I said, this graph is from Thinkorswim, right? This graph is from Thinkorswim. And this is even including when I botched the trades in pre-market. Like if I trade pre-market, like these 2 days would have been green as well if I just stuck to the actual system, right? Like these 2 days right here would have been green too if I just stuck to the actual system, but I didn't. You know, and I ended up trading in pre-market like I shouldn't, and that's what ultimately happens. But sticking to the lakes and the rivers that I used to, you know, this is my graph. I'm pretty psyched about it, honestly. I'm pretty psyched about it. We're gonna keep making money, but that's my graph. So stick around if you want to see how I do today trading that system. And yeah, it just works. Like I said, every time I post a new strategy and every time I build a system like this, I usually have a bunch of other traders that all of a sudden conveniently start teaching the exact same strategies that I backtested and built in my system. And so be on the lookout for that too. Make sure to tell them that you know where it came from, you know. TLC not too bad though. Seems like a setup in the making. I made 400 in TLC by following good advice. Yeah, for sure. Nasty wall. Yes, sir. Hey, thank you, Bubba. I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's just been a hectic time for like everything, man. Like my kids are starting school again. I've been working on a few different programming jobs, freelance programming jobs, to be honest, that have been taking up a lot of time. I've been building a new penny stock system. You know, I've had to switch platforms. Mitch left. It's just been a chaotic time for my business. But the ironic thing is that like my videos are getting more views than they ever have, which is great. You know, like my videos are getting views. Every video I put out is getting almost 2,000 views minimum after a month or so. And, you know, people are loving the backtesting videos, so I'm just going to keep dropping them, you know. And I appreciate the love. I appreciate the support. And let's keep making some money, guys. I'm pretty pumped. Yeah, you guys see me fixing my hair today. You guys think I'm going bald? Look at this. I've showed you guys this before. Look at this, right? Look at that right there. You think that's a receding hairline? What do you guys think? Am I getting old? Look at that. You see that? That's like a hole in my hairline. Look, my hairline's like, but nope. Big hole in my hairline. What does that mean, guys? What does it mean? Tell me. You know, I want to know. I want to know. Should I go get on Propecia? You know, should I? I might need to. You know, they say balding comes from your mother's father. And my mother's father, he's rest in peace. He was bald at like 20, and so like I'm doing good compared to him. You know, what should happen, guys? Should I just shave my head right now? You know, bald is beautiful. You know, I grew up in the 90s. You know, Stone Cold Steve Austin. You know. Man. I am old, bro. I'm telling you, man. I'm getting old, dude. You think it's good to send your kids to school with the current situation in Houston? I mean, I don't know. It's not like full on school. To be honest, I'm actually against it. If you want to know the truth, my wife Carol is the real reason they're going. And if it was up to me, they would stay here and do virtual classes. But I don't think their school is doing virtual classes. I don't think, but they might be. But regardless, if you guys have a wife, she's making that decision, and I'm just kind of SOL regardless of what I want, to be honest. Yeah, part of me is just kind of poking fun at myself, guys. You know, I gotta make fun of myself sometimes. I am old, bro. I'm old as heck, man. You know, I'm old as heck. You know, look, I'm starting to get those wrinkles. Like, look at me, man. I got those wrinkles. Look at this. Look at that, man. I'm getting old, guys. I'm getting old, man. I was once a young buck. Now I'm an old man. What do I do? You know, should I just give up life, man? But yeah, we got BOXL though. It didn't hold at 250, which we'll see what happens. MESO is looking okay. It's just kind of expensive, to be honest. Like a $20 penny stock. It just seems a little sketch to me. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, Carol's making that decision. I ain't got no control over it, bro. Don't get mad at me, you know. Like I said, yesterday I was talking smack about the people who protest wearing masks, because I think that's ridiculous too. But, you know, I love you all. Don't hate me, you know, regardless of how you view things. Yeah. That's from the sunburn? Hey, it might be, bro. Hey, I appreciate it, Naz. I got you, bro. I see you. I see you. Do you know why NTN surged over the last few days? I mean, realistically, it looks like a pump, but I don't know. Pre-market high break was solid here. Yeah, mom's the boss 100%. I mean, mom's the boss with some things, right? I mean, I don't think, here's the thing, right? Like if you're in a relationship with anybody, doesn't matter if you're a man or a woman or whatever it is, right? Like if you're in a relationship with anybody, there needs to be like an even keel. Like there needs to be like an even, like there's about half and half with like power over things, right? You don't want to be that spouse that just kind of allows the other person to just do whatever they want. Then that person's going to power trip and you know, for either person, right? And so if you're in a relationship, not one person shouldn't have the power, and if they do, you know, it's probably, I don't know, it's just not what I'm about, you know. But with the kids specifically, she has all that power. You know, it's her decision. She's the mom, you know, it is what it is. But yeah, NTN, we'll watch this one. We'll see what happens. We got FLUX that's popping up on the scanners, but I don't really like that one. And then we got IPI, which I think this one has to be a reverse split. It looks like maybe a 10-to-1 reverse split. EBON, though, we'll see what EBON does here. Like, I don't hate this one. We're just going to have to wait and see. But I don't hate it if it dips down some more and we get the crossover play. We also got, like, VISL. And so really I'm looking for potential crossover plays here. Nah, I mean, I think masks are necessary though, bro. Like, that's what I'm saying. I'm the other way. Like, I think masks are necessary. I think, there we go. Nancy helping me out. Alright, team. Sorry. Yeah, post all this good stuff. Yeah, I got you. I got a watch list I can show you. Here's my watch list, really. I posted it, I think. Yeah, I got you. Here's my watch list right now. But I don't know what I'm going to continue watching. We're going to watch this one, see if we get the crossover potentially here. Where'd it go, man? I always gotta find these. There we go. All right, team. Let's do this. Yeah, for sure, Jay-Z. And I told the story yesterday, brother. Like, here's the thing, right? And I do want to preface what I'm about to say with, like, look, if you view it the other way, it's all love, man. We can have a discussion, guys. Like, you don't have to hate me because I view things the opposing way. Like, I think that's one of the problems, is that people get so manipulated and wrapped up in, like, the media and, like, the two-party system. They treat their team, or like they treat their political party like it's their straight-up football team here. You know what I mean? Like, they're rooting for a football team, and they're just completely subjective and just completely biased against everything. But my take on it is, like, look, like, I have family. Like, I literally have family in Louisiana that is in the ICU from it. They're in the ICU. They had to have a tracheotomy and get put into an induced coma because of COVID, right? And so, and they're older family. And so, like, while it might not affect young people, it certainly affects old people. And, you know, I get it. People are going to say that the government is stepping on our rights with the masks. I just think it's the wrong fight. I think if people want to have any credibility, getting mad at the government enforcing a mask mandate during a pandemic is understandable. Not people getting mad, but the masks are understandable because, like, yeah, it might not affect us young people very, very much, but it certainly affects old people. And as a courtesy to them, we should wear masks. You know, and not just, it doesn't matter, the numbers are way worse than the flu, and in the end, it's as a courtesy to the older population, we should wear masks. And like I said it yesterday, my issue with all of that is not what people stand for when they say they're going against the government. My issue is the inconsistency, right? Like, you got people that are against cannabis legalization and that are, you know, for the private prison industry, and that, you know, some of them are like police officers who literally give people speeding tickets and write people tickets for speeding, or somebody that sees somebody speeding down their road, you know, they're gonna go out there and call the cops on them because somebody could get hurt, right? It's the same thing. It's the same thing, you know? So, like, if you're not mad about all of that stuff, but you're mad about masks during a pandemic, you're not consistent. You know, and in the end, you're probably just getting manipulated by the media outlets of some sort. And so, in my opinion, it just seems inconsistent. And, you know, I think we got to protect the older population regardless. Just because, you know, the N in coronavirus stands for novel, which means new. Which means it's a new illness, it's a new sickness that we don't completely understand. And so with that, we need to take precautions for it. But that's my opinion. Like I said, if you have an opposing view, I still love you. You know, you don't have to get mad at me or hateful. We can have a discussion if you guys want to. But, like, that's my take on it. I'm watching BISL just to get back to stocks. We'll see, bro. ADMP. Yeah, VISL. I mean, I'm not hating this one for the crossover. We just needed to open up weak. Like, we needed to open up with the white line above this blue line here. And if we do, then I might attack it. But we're going to have to wait and see for that, though, as well. We got CODX that we're looking at, too. And I think people just get so emotional about how they view it that it just makes it hard to have a reasonable discussion with anybody. Just because people get so wrapped up and emotional about their side or what they believe that, like, they won't listen to other people's, like, opinions, because everybody has their own subjective and, like, environmental, you know, views that are affected by the environment so much that, you know, they might view things other than you, and it's a reasonable thing, but nobody ever wants to hear it because they're just so wrapped up in rooting for one side, you know. We got CREG starting to push up here. We're at 340s. 340s. We'll see what happens there. Yes, sir. We got it. I got it. You guys know me. But yeah, I think this 348 level is interesting on CREG. We'll see what happens, but we are starting to get a push here for CREG. Craig. We'll see what happens here. there's the break. Like I said, there's the break on CREG. We're at 360s now. We just broke over the 350 and the 348 high of the last few days for CREG, and we're pushing up to 365 now. I hope somebody can see this one. I called it kind of early before this move. It showed up on my trade ideas scanners, but we got up to 375 for CREG, and we are making a move here. This is China Recycling Energy. They put out a release that said that they expect to reposition energy sustainability business and that they're going to be back on track, evaluating several exiting strategic opportunities to reinvest. They also put out second quarter results as well. This one's up to 385. I called this one out. We're pushing up over 350. Hey, I appreciate the sub. Sorry if I missed it. Whoever, let me see, where'd it go? Oh. I had like a subscriber event list. I don't know where it was. Yeah, for sure. I mean, masks certainly work. Masks certainly work. They act as a barrier. So and of course they're not perfect. But like, the people arguing that masks don't work, like, listen, they might work a small amount, but it's still worth it as a courtesy. They don't have any negative side effects. You can pull, of course, you can find a random, very rare example of somebody having a negative side effect from wearing a mask, but, you know, come on, guys, just wear a mask. It's not a big deal. You know, if you're not protesting speed limits, if you're not protesting seatbelt laws, if you're not protesting cannabis legalization, which is probably one of the largest, you know, things that hurts minorities, you know, then you shouldn't protest wearing a mask in a pandemic, because if you do, you're just being very inconsistent and most likely just being manipulated by the media. I think people are just at home bored, really, is what it is. We're going to watch CREG. We got 390 here. We got 390. Right. Yeah, you ever see a sign that says no shirt, no shoes, no service? Same thing. Let's protest that. What about seatbelts? You know, I'm gonna protest seatbelts too. If it's a slippery slope, then they all are, right? If it's a slippery slope, then everything is. You know, seatbelts, speed limits, cannabis criminalization, you know, drinking ages, all of it. It's all a slippery slope. You know, I mean, come on, people are just bored, man. You know. But hey, we're going to watch this one. I like CREG. If it can hold at 350 and then break 390, it looks solid. We're going to see what happens, though. We got VISL here. And if this one can hold and actually open up with the 26 SMA above the 12 EMA, then I like it even more. We got Party City here, too. I'm going to go ahead and go over the overall market news here, team. I'm going to go ahead and go over the market news. No, cannabis legalization doesn't. Cannabis criminalization does. Certainly hurts minorities. Listen, I'm pro legalization. Trust me. That's what I'm saying, though, is that our justice system is such in a screwed up point, right? You got people selling an objectively more harmful drug at gas stations. You know, you can buy liquor at gas stations, an objectively more harmful drug. It has a worse toxicity. It's worse for your body, and it's worse for everybody else around you, right? But you can buy that at a liquor store or at a gas station. But if you want to buy cannabis, an objectively less harmful drug, you know, it's the end of the world. And there's all this crazy propaganda out there acting like it's crazy and demonizing it. The truth is, the real reason it's still illegal is mostly due to law enforcement lobbying, which is understandable because they're going to lose a large portion of their income from that. But in the end, you can't lock people in jail for that. It's, you know, it's about having an even standard of drugs that are actually legal. It's not about legalizing another drug. I hear that all the time. No, it's about having an even standard of drugs that are legal. You can't have one that is way worse sold at gas stations and then one that has basically the roughly the same toxicity as coffee all of a sudden demonized and act like it's just terrible. It's a crazy thing. You know, people don't look at it objectively either. They buy into the propaganda and nonsense. It is what it is. I got to talk about stocks. I'll rant about that all day. But we got the market. The market is actually gapping down some. We closed at 336.80s. It closed at 36.80, so we're not down that much. We're down about 30 cents in the SPY itself. If we look at the S&P 500 here, yesterday was a red day, so we did have a red day yesterday. Based off of the SPY's movement now, we are down slightly in the overall market, and I can go over some market news here just so we can get an update on how the market is reacting. Alright, so Trump put out a release yesterday that he said TikTok has to be proven to be totally secure. We do have a few things, and I'm going to quote this, and this is from MT Newswires, guys. MT Newswires is the source. It says, quote, stock futures were printing lower as investors digested the latest slew of economic data is looking to glean hints on the economy's recovery amid the COVID pandemic. Retail sales came in for July at 1.2%, short of the estimates for a month-on-month increase of 2%. The prior number was revised to 8.4%. Excluding automobile sales, retail sales were up 1.9%, compared with estimates of 1.5% in the previous month's 7.3%. Non-farm productivity for the second quarter rose 7.3% compared with prior quarter's decline of 0.9%. The expectations were for a growth of 1%, and meanwhile, unit labor costs rose 12.2%. We have the industrial production for July that just came out recently. It's expected to show, I don't know, we're going to have to look to see what it actually showed here. The prelim University of Michigan Index of Consumer Sentiment for August is going to be released at 10 a.m., so that's 30 minutes after the bell. And again, that is the prelim University of Michigan Index of Consumer Sentiment for August. It's going to be released 30 minutes after the bell in about 38 minutes exactly, with expectations for a level of 71.9 compared with the previous month's 72.5. And commodities, we have crude is down 0.3%, the U.S. oil fund is down 0.5%, natural gas is up 2.4%, and the U.S. natural gas fund is up 2.2%. Gold was down 0.5%, the Spider Gold Trust is down 0.1%. Hey, I appreciate all the subs today. I just got a bunch of them. I just got a bunch of subs, and so I really do appreciate it. Is CREG running? Hey guys, I tried to call this one out really early. I talked about this one at 350, guys. We are at $5. CREG is going absolutely nuts right now. Absolutely crazy. Breaking over $5. Got up to 520s. We'll see what happens here. Yeah, I'm missing it, guys. Man. We're going to see what happens here. We're at $5 though now, but CREG making a huge move. This one put out second quarter results as well. We are up to 525 for CREG. Big moves here, guys. Big moves for CREG. We'll see what happens here. Making some solid moves. We're at 520. I want to see if it holds at 5 now. We broke over 5. Like I said, specifically for me, like I'm going to look at MTP for the moving average crossover. MTP specifically, and we're going to see what we get there. We also have MARA, which is actually kind of setting up for it now. MARA, but yeah, CREG ripping up here. Looking at MARA too, we're at 578. Let me see what the moving average crossover is for this one. Yeah, so we might actually get the moving average crossover on MARA specifically. We are getting a downward move. In other stocks, we got MESO here. MESO is starting to push up. But yeah, CREG is trying to hold at 5 now. So yeah, I'm watching KMDA, I'm watching MARA, and MTP for the crossover. So those are the two I'm watching for the crossover. We'll see what happens for CREG. It's just really extended now, although it's making some pretty big moves. It's up about 40%. And just making some huge percentage moves here. We also have MESO. MESO starting to rebound here. We're starting to actually come back. But again, on stocks that I'm specifically watching for the moving average crossover, I'm watching MTP. And I'm going to be watching MARA. MTP and MARA probably look the best right now. We're just going to wait and see if we get the setup at the opening bell. And wish me luck, guys. We also have NVAX, which is pushing up. NVAX. 133.28, roughly where it's at now. So we'll see about this one. Boxlight was another one. BOXL. making some moves this morning, so we'll keep an eye on this one too. But yeah, we got some options today, guys. And so, like I said, CREG is probably the most recent big mover. Mostly up from, I believe, second quarter results is what this one was. But we'll wait and see, and we'll hopefully try to make some money. Nokia FAMI. Yeah, so we're watching CREG. James dropping FAMI on us, which is breaking over $1. Shout out to my brother James right there. Hey, I appreciate that, man. But yeah, we're at $1 now. We're going to see if we break over 1 and hold support. $1 is always a pretty big level. It is a qualifying level for being listed on the NASDAQ a lot of the time. And it's just a big psychological level. So FAMA pushed over 1 here. We'll see if it actually holds or not. I know, I'm kind of bummed out. I need the crossover at the opening bell. So, FAMI received new customer orders for the export to the US and Canada. So, a new order was received from FAMI. Look, it broke over 1. It held support. It's at 105 now. So, yeah, it received unit orders for dried mushroom products. They are a supplier of products, agricultural products in China. And they said they received orders for dried whole mushrooms and dried mushroom slices. So a big order there. We're ripping up. We're at 105 here for FAMI. All right, team, let's do this. All right, we're at 108. Shout out to my brother James dropping the news on us here. All right, guys, we got about 3 minutes. Let's do this, team. Alright, guys. BKYI. Nothing. I mean, BKY is just chilling. It's about break even for the pre-market session. It closed at like 73. It's at 73. Yeah, it's exactly break even, actually. If you look at the previous closing price, we are exactly break even right now. So yeah, this one's just choppy and consolidating. I actually talked about this one in my video, but that's more of a long-term play. Like, you can't really judge super short-term moves. I talked about SPAQ because it's an SPAC stock as well, which SPAQ's up a little bit. But yeah, we got a few other ones, but we got the bell ringing in about a minute and a half, guys. So let's do this today, team. I was waiting for the crossover play at MARA, but we have since actually pushed up, unfortunately. So we'll see. I'm going to start getting everything ready, but we already got the crossover there, and I needed it lower. But MTP specifically is still looking all right. And we're just going to try to keep an eye on all of these and see what shows up. MTP is probably the best here, and so I'm going to kind of get this set up and ready to see if we can nail this one at the open. Keyboard messed up. All right, we got here. All right, we got sell the bid. Yeah, a little bit of lag right now. We got buy the ask. What the heck? Weird. All right, we got the on and off button. We got the time and sales. Okay. All right, that should be good. Yeah, there we go. All right. So, all right, we're ready for MTP at the opening bell. I'm going to start to get these scans up, team. Let's do this. All right, guys. Let's do this. Alright, guys. Alright, so we got MTP here. I'm waiting for the crossover play. Come on, man. Why is my computer acting like this right now? It's honestly bothering me. Like, it's just lagging. Like, I need to catch this crossover play at the open. And, If we lag into the open, it's gonna frustrate me. All right, we're watching for the crossover play here on MTP. We're waiting for the crossover play here. So MTP is probably the primary target. We might also have MARA as the crossover play, since we are now below, or no, not quite yet. So we're watching for MTP specifically here. All right, we're waiting. We're waiting for the crossover on MTP specifically, guys. And this one is a former runner. It's ripped up nicely. All right, guys. We're still waiting. We got MTP here. Like I said, we get the crossover play at 273 and 270. We're taking it. Yeah, let's sir, Robert. Let's do it, man. BOXL. Yeah, I usually get in on the asking price. It'll usually get me filled immediately, but enough to still work with, you know. Alright, so we are getting a rip here. We need the crossover play first. NVAX is dropping. It's a little bit early, though, here. Alright, we need the pullback under 3, and it might rip up and halt before we actually get it. Alright, I'm in with 200 shares here. I think we got the crossover play. Maybe not. No. Alright, so we are in with 200 shares here, guys. Wish me luck. Right, 93s, 94s, 96s. Alright, I just took half off there. Alright, I got out. So, another example, guys. Another example. It works literally every single time. It is absolutely crazy how this thing works, man. It's unbelievable how well this thing works, honestly. You just have to approach it like that. You have to get in and you have to get out. And you can't just dwell on the trade. But, man, I gotta start sizing up with this. It works every single time. Literally every single time. Alright. Well, that's number 1. Let's see what else we get. Let's see if we can find some other ones right now. What else we got? Team. But yeah, it literally works every single time, man. It's pretty crazy when you think about it. And you're welcome, because I actually back tested this thing and like figured it out. Y'all are welcome, because you know, people sell courses on this type of stuff for thousands of dollars, but I'm just gonna give it away for free. Go away, Laser Toast. Like I said, though, you gotta scalp it like I did. I hope you guys understand how I'm really starting to grasp the system. Like, most of the time, I'm looking for the crossover, and then I'm waiting for a pullback. Right? And I hope that makes sense. Like, that way of approach makes sense. But MTP, guys, like I said, there it is. Maybe I'm gonna miss out on some here, but it's just a scalping setup. That's all it is. But I've made money literally every single trade. The next one I'm looking at is potentially MARA. But this works every single time. The next one I'm looking at is MARA, M-A-R-A, or M-A-R-A. Nice, man. I'm telling you, it works, man. It works. You gotta scalp it, though. You gotta scalp it. It legitimately works, man. Like, legit works. It's kind of crazy how well it works, too, to be honest. I'm surprised. Like, I've literally ended green every single day, and yeah, I missed out on profits, but you gotta scalp it and get in and out. Yeah, I got a bunch of video, Roberts. EBON is halted. Yeah, I'm just saying, man. That thing legit works, man. It is shockingly accurate. Like, shockingly accurate. EBON, we didn't quite get the crossover here, but this would have been an option, too, if I would have seen it. Yeah, like I said, the one I'm watching now is MARA. And And it's like the first one in the open, the one that works is the opening one, like the first one right at the open. Like that's the one that works, right? Like some of the other ones, like you let too much time go after the bell, they're not going to work as well. But like those first ones at the opening bell, look at MTP, it's still ripping. But I scalped it, but you know, I get in at like 490 or 293. I got it on just about like a little dip, right? So like I got it on a tiny dip. So like I saw it move up to 3. Ooh, look, 350s. There it goes. Like I said, guys, it's just super accurate, man. But yeah, I got a lot of videos on it. Go to my video section and look for a video that says 85% accuracy using this VWAP day trading system. And then I have another one that said I back tested or the best moving average day trading strategy or something like that. Like just look at my recent videos in the last month. I talk about it. But MTP is still ripping up, guys. It's still moving. And honestly, guys, I got another video dropping this weekend. So I do have another video dropping this weekend on another strategy that I actually back tested. And so I back tested another strategy, and I'm starting to get a little bit interested in maybe including it into my system, right? I have to be really patient with it, but I did back test another setup and another strategy that I'm going to be dropping a video on this weekend. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I am. Just look at we got a free day trading playlist, brother. Just go to that, man. We got a lot of free classes and content. I would start off, if I was a complete beginner, I would go to our section, our playlist section, and watch these 4 classes, right? I would watch Understanding Gaps in Trading, Understanding VWAP and Related Strategies, The Trading Process, and Calculating Risk Reward and Strategies. Those 4 classes: Calculating Risk Reward and Strategies, Understanding Gaps in Trading, Understanding VWAP and Related Strategies, and The Trading Process are 4 classes that would help a beginner. Yeah, MESO is a little bit too expensive for me. Yeah, and this is a downward crossover. So like, you guys think the crossover only works? Hey, I appreciate the sub, Deep. Thank you, man. But yeah, you guys think the crossover only works on the upside. It actually works on the downside too. Like this is the downside crossover. So like you can see the crossover here. This is where the 12 EMA is above the 26 SMA. And then you get the crossover underneath it. And what do we get? We get a nice downward move. So it works for shorts as well, is the point. Yeah, I think that was too, listen, I'm just speculating, but I think that was a little bit too tight of a risk, Q. But it happens, brother. One thing you got to work on it is not you specifically, but one thing that really helped me is I see a lot of traders that try to just give themselves like a 2 or 3 cent risk. It's just too small. You got to let some of these penny stocks play out, especially like really volatile ones, right? And so you got to have a little bit larger risk for that and a little bit larger reward target sometimes because of that. It just depends. Also, a thing that helped me, Q, is like I'll look for the crossover or just before the crossover, and I'll look for like a dip, right? So I'll look for the crossover and then I'll look for a little dip for my entry, like a shorter term entry. Those are just things that helps me. Like I said, I don't know if it's going to work on you, and I know you're a pretty good trader. You've been here for a while, brother, so I'm just trying to give you some tips on how I specifically approach it, but they might not work for you. Everybody's a little bit different, you know what I mean? Hey, thank you, Dennis. Yeah, and it's all subjective. Everybody's a little bit different, you know. Yeah, MARA just never gave me the crossover, unfortunately. So we're still waiting. I am kind of watching VIXL, but CREG is hammering up here. I don't hate CREG, to be honest. It's just not really my strategy per se. Mara never quite did it. KMDA kind of did it. We gotta wait for like VISL, I think, here. CREG just hammering down. And MTP ripped. We'll see if it holds at like 3 now. You know. I'm gonna pull out my other one to see, but yeah, it works every single time. Honestly, it's shocking how well it works. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a strategy that is this accurate if I approach it that way. So like, it honestly, guys, it kind of gives you the it gives you a good understanding of why backtesting is important. Because it's like, I backtested these strategies every single time I backtested these things, man. And I just looked at what worked and I attacked what worked. And I just try to continue pushing and continue, you know, attacking what the backtesting results actually showed me there. You know what I mean? Like, that's what I ultimately did. And it just works out super well. It just works out really, really well. And you got to test the strategies you ultimately trade. But if you test them, you can find profits and you can find what works. You know what I mean? But you gotta actually test them and stick to your rules and stick to your strategies with it. Because if you don't, you're just gonna be giving money back to the market. So just test. The point is just test every strategy you trade. You know, don't even trust me. Like, do it yourself. Go back, document all the gappers in the last 30 days, and go back and see the percentage of time they actually work and under what conditions, and then attack those conditions. That's the way to do it. And that's what I did with the crossover play too. We got OTLK moving back. We got, honestly, MTP is still ripping up here though, team. Now, I don't know what we want to do here. We can see if it holds at like 75 and just continues here, but this thing's gonna get halted soon if it keeps acting like this. Just a big move right now. Let me know if you guys see any other crossover plays. Like, I'm still kind of waiting to see if I find them. MTP. We'll see if MTP holds, like I said, right here at around 370, 368. Let me get out my Haywood trader, my challenge account. But man, honestly, guys, you know, I know I keep saying it, but like, I think you guys could probably understand this, but like, it's exciting, man. It genuinely is exciting, because it's like, you know, it's like when you find something that works this well, like, it's pretty exciting, guys. Like, I don't know what else to say. Like, when you find a strategy that is this accurate and that like is obviously going to be like a really nice like strategy to add, it's pretty exciting, man. I don't know what else to say there, but like, it's pretty cool, you know. Like, a legit strategy is in penny stocks, and I've never had one with penny stocks before either. That's the cool thing. Like, if you guys know me, I'm mostly a mid and high cap scalper. Like, I mostly just scalp mid and highs. But like, the fact that we found something that legitimately works, like, I don't care what people say. People can hate, they can act like I suck, they can act like I don't know what I'm talking about. You can't argue with the numbers here. And like I said all day, I've been showing you guys, this is my graph, and this is not even including today trading just that system. And actually, it's not just that system. This is my graph trading other strategies that have lost. Like, I've traded pre-market setups and strategies that haven't worked, and this is my graph even with that. The last 2 days though, I focused only on those strategies, and this is not even including today. Today it's going to be higher than this. So it's pretty cool, man. I'm pretty psyched about it, to be honest. It's really motivating to find a setup that works as accurate as that, to be honest. Like, to find one that performs like that, it's pretty cool, man. It really is. It's pretty cool. I'm still watching VISL maybe here, but we got a long way to go. Maybe MARA. The problem with MARA is that the crossover only works in the first 15 minutes for me. Only in the first 15 minutes. If it's after that, I don't like it. But only in the first 15 minutes. If MARA does give us the crossover, I'm gonna have to jump in on Ustock Trade or something, because yeah, I just don't trust it there. I'm watching EBON here to see if it rips. EBON. So go to my videos, guys. Like I said, if you're just now joining us and you haven't watched any of my videos, seriously, go back and watch, not my last video. My last video was a stock video, a top stocks video. But go back and look at all the videos before that. Like, I have about 5 or 6 videos on 1-minute scalping strategies and crossover strategies. Those 4 or 5 videos in the last month or two, really in the last 2 months, I've been dropping them. Explain in extreme detail exactly what I'm doing and exactly how I approach it in extreme detail. So go back and watch those. It's really the basic premise is I look for the 26 SMA to cross under the 12 EMA in a stock that has dipped down into the open, that has previously gapped up but then dropped before the bell. So the 26 SMA is actually above the 12 EMA because it's a downward trend. And then at the open, as long as the stock is well below the VWAP, I look for the crossover there in the first 15 minutes is exactly what I'm doing. And then I scalp it out. So like, I'll show you guys with the MTP here. This is MTP. You can see it opened up well below the VWAP. We had a gapping stock that dipped down. We had a nice gap, and then we had a drop. So the 12 EMA was below the 26 SMA, and we had the 26 SMA, which is this white line, cross underneath the 12 EMA in the first 15 minutes right here. And as I'm saying that, MTP is still pushing up, but we had the crossover right there in the first 15 minutes, and that is what I'm attacking. That is what I'm attacking. And it just works. Like I said, it just works. Yeah, MTP is a good one. EBON is actually ripping up too. Yeah, EBON was the same exact thing. Yeah, I actually missed it. Same exact thing for EBON. Look at this here. Same exact thing. And look at EBON today, just ripping up. So it's people ask me all the time. They say, hey, how do I find these big movers before they actually happen? That's how you do it. You wait for that crossover play first 15 minutes after a gapping stock that is previous or that has now been dropping before the open, right? So you look for a gap up, a drop, and then you hit it. Then you attack it. All right, I'm watching EBON now for the pre-market high break. And it just works, man. And like I said, it's super exciting because it's like, I've traded penny stocks a lot before, but this is the first time I've actually like pinpointed an accurate system and strategy for penny stocks. Because previously, like, if you guys don't know me, I previously thought penny stocks were not tradable. I thought they were not profitable. I thought they were too random and that you couldn't trade them profitably. But like I said, I kind of checked out my man Trader Mike's Discord too, and he's one of the reasons I really got back involved with them. I guess I'll post his link here as well because of that. Because like I said, he's really, one of the reasons I did start trading them again. And if you want to check out my man Trader Mike's Discord, like I said, fun Discord, super active. I'll post this link here. Yeah, there's Trader Mike's. Y'all go check out the man's Discord. But yeah, like I said, previously I was against penny stocks, right? But I kind of hung out there. I kind of had the itch to do it. But you guys know me, like, I'm an analytical guy. Like, that's all. Like anytime I trade a strategy, I'm trying to test it first. You know what I mean? Like, I want to test that thing to make sure it works. That's what I'm all about. So it's like when I moved over to penny stocks, I did what I did with mid and high caps, which I started testing and I started documenting and I started learning how they respond to different things, and that ultimately led me to the moving average crossover, which ultimately led me to the system I have now. But that's what I try to do, is back test. Like, that's what I do. That's what I did with mid and high cap stocks. I've been dropping back testing videos. Somebody accused me of copying somebody else's back testing videos. The truth is that I posted a back testing video in 2018 that was titled, I back tested the opening range breakout so and so times. These are my results, in 2018. And then other people started dropping back testing videos. And so that's the reality. But I've always been a testing person, and I think it's important. We got a class on testing too if you guys want to check it out. Let me know. I'll find the link there, but I'll show you guys exactly how I backtest, because I do have a class on backtesting strategies. So let me know if you guys want it. We're watching EBO in here, see if we break the pre-market high. I have made a really detailed video on it. Like I said, y'all go watch the last, I don't know, last 2 months of videos, of backtesting strategy videos. The latest one was called 85% accuracy using this VWAP penny stock system, right? Like, that's the last video. And it's funny, man. It's actually funny. Like, people, oh, here. There's a little sneak peek of my next backtesting video. That was actually some backtesting results too. Let me, a little sneak peek there. Let me get this out the way. Let me save that and open up something else here. But yeah, we're gonna see what happens. But yeah, I don't know what, I can't remember what I was about to say. Oh, I do have a detailed video on it. What I was about to say. Go watch the last month of videos. MTP dipping down, maybe MESO. I'm still watching EBO in here. We got Skies and Fami right now. Shout out to my brother James for dropping FAMI on us. I don't really hate this one either. I mean, I like this one because of the range. Like, look at the range here, team. Like, this is actually what I like. Like, look at this pre-market range and this kind of range right here. A lot of confirmations in that range. And so we'll wait for a break of it, I guess. We'll see if it holds right here at 652. Not 652, 650 as well. Right here. Let's see if it holds there for EBON. Not a little bad confirmed level at this point. Still waiting on some other plays though. So at this point, the moving average crossover is done. I only really attack it in the first 15 minutes. And under those specific conditions, like, they have to be there. Like, those conditions have to be there. And if I don't see those conditions, I don't trade it like the other day. But at this point, we're going to look for the pre-market high break, which is what I'm seeing with EBON. Like, I want the pre-market high break there now. And we'll try to wait for it and see if we get it or not, but looking weak at this point. MTP bouncing. MTP to a little VWAP bounce doesn't look bad either. NVAX is kind of breaking out. I'm still watching VISL, maybe for it, but I don't hate a little dip line MTP. See if we get a rip over 4 for it, maybe. waiting for maybe AMD and MU. Like if MU breaks under 45.44, I'm gonna attack it. If AMD breaks under 81.90, I'm gonna attack that too. On the scanners list, we still got SKYS and like some other stuff. I gotta kind of wait here for MU, I guess, at AMD. Maybe I'll take a... I'm still watching MTP to see if it bounces. We're gonna wait that out though. That's just a scalping strategy for me. So somebody's asking why I said under that for AMD, because here's the thing, right? We got a few interesting spots here. I'm going to take the moving average crossovers now off. So like I'm going to move this out the way so I can watch it, and then, yeah. And then we're going to take this white line off just so you guys can see exactly what I'm specifically focusing on here. So with AMD, we have the VWAP here, right? And then underneath the VWAP, we have this low. And this low is interesting here because it's underneath the VWAP. It's also right under a whole dollar as well. So we got it underneath the VWAP. So if a stock breaks underneath this, it's in a downward trend. It's changing to a downward trend. And then if it breaks under this low, it's breaking under a whole dollar and a formed low at 81.95. And so if all of that stuff happens, it just looks really weak for me to take advantage of a scalp on the downside, on the short side. So like we'll see, but it's a short strategy. It needs to be short there. And that's what we're ultimately pushing for and waiting on is if it breaks under here. Like I said, we're not really seeing that right now, and we're actually just pushing above the VWAP. But if we do get weak and we break under 82, then I'll short it, and I like it there. But like I said, right now that's not really what we're getting, to be honest. So we're just gonna wait and see what we can find today. Nah, they're talking about regular mushrooms, bro. Your mind's in the gutter, Desert. Your mind's in the gutter, bro. Yeah, I scalp with the PM hard. The pre-market high break strategy is noticeably better though for longer term moves, right? Like the pre-market high break strategy just works. Like it works well for longer term moves because like a lot of the time you'll just have a much larger move over pre-market. Not always though, but some of the time you will, right? So some of the time you'll just have a much bigger move underneath the VWAP for that strategy, right? It's just a larger move in the end. But you know, it is what it is. Like it's not always going to be perfect, but that's essentially what I look for. It's just a larger move under the VWAP, or over the pre-market high for that, because usually when stocks break pre-market highs, they're really strong stocks, so they just hold really, really well, and they end up pushing up nicely. And so that's what we're essentially betting on with those. All right, I'm looking at MU here for what we call like a VWAP bounce. Kind of looking at it here. I'm gonna go ahead and jump in now. I'll put this here so you can see it. Gonna exit if I need to break even right now. Right, we're slightly green. See if we get up to like 75 maybe. We're trying. Also looking at MTP to see if it's gonna bounce at the VWAP. 200 shares of MU on the long side if anybody wants to know that one. Yeah, struggling, might get out soon. Okay. We need 70.75 for this though. Yeah, we'll get out there. All right, so I got out half. Holding 100 shares left. Like I said, 70. We're just trying to scalp this move. Build up a little bit of profit, you know. But we've already taken half off. It's solid. Let's see, 72, 73s. Okay. Take another half off there. Holding 50 shares left for MU. We'll come back to that one. Maybe I'll add some more if it dips. Looking at AMD for kind of the same pattern here. Kind of looking at the same pattern for AMD. Alright, so I'm in AMD with 100 shares. I'm a noticeably larger position here for AMD. I just want to see if it's going to bounce at that 82.50 $half support and pull back up to test 82.80s here. Okay. Alright, we are getting a bounce. Bounce. I'm gonna take half off there. Like I said, there's the bounce right around the $half, and we're gonna get out the rest right here. Nope, not out. Okay. All right, well, we'll let this move then. What the heck, man? All right, we're flat. I don't know why. Oh, that's okay. That's MU. I'm still in. Okay, gotcha. Alright, let's see if we get 75s again for MU. Alright, I am in MTP here with 70 shares. I'm about to take 40 shares off here. Up about 40 bucks. Nice little green trade. Took half off there on the MTP breakout for that VWAP bounce. I'm going to go ahead and get out. Did I get out of MU? Yeah, okay, good. Still holding 30 shares roughly now. And we're catching this breakout. I'm going to sell into that. So we are out on the rest. Beautiful breakout for MTP. Here's MTP if you want to see it. Lovely breakout there. Was able to nail that one too. We'll take it. Not a bad little day today. Making some money for sure. Had a bunch of green trades. Yeah, caught the VWAP bounce there too. So sorry, you guys. I'm trying to manage everything. So bear with me. Which one, Brennan? Which one, man? Yeah, sorry. I'm kind of trying to manage a bunch of things at once, team. So forgive me if I can't like announce everything. But yeah, like I said, you guys saw me. I was in MTP. I bought 70 shares on the little dip down to the VWAP at 350. And it's what we call a VWAP bounce. With AMD, this is a setup that I call it a rebound bounce setup. It's a variation of the VWAP bounce, but I actually have a lot of videos on this too. The basic premise of this strategy is when you have a stock that is maintaining an upward trend, just to show you what I got in with AMD. You got a stock that's maintaining an upward trend, and then it actually breaks below the VWAP here. So you can see it breaks below this VWAP area. It forms a low. Right, there's two ways you can attack it. So we get a low that's formed right here. I guess I shouldn't have deleted that one. So you get this low that's formed right here, right? And then you have AMD move back above the VWAP and then pull back down to it. And so your goal is to enter it here on this second dip and scalp a small bounce. And so the goal is to enter here. So you get an upward move, a downward move that forms a low before underneath the VWAP, and then you get a push back above the VWAP, which shows strength, and then you get a low that's formed. This is where you're going to enter. You can also attack it on the short side, and so the good thing that you see when stocks make these type of moves like this is you get two potential entries if you can go long and short. Okay, the first one is the long setup that I just attacked with AMD. That's the first one, right? That's what you see me attack here, and that's what you see ultimately fulfilling. The second one is a short pattern. So when you get a low that is formed underneath the VWAP like this, like I said, I can wait for that level to break, and then I can short it if it breaks underneath this level, because it's underneath the VWAP. If it breaks underneath it, it's just going to show a lot of straight or a lot of weakness if it breaks underneath this level. And so those are two scalping strategies that I've been talking about for years. They work really, really well. You got to scalp them though. They're not long-term moves. You got to get in and get out. You don't want to marry these moves. You want to scalp the momentum from it, and that's it. But I hope that makes sense. If you want to see a more detailed explanation of those, I'll try to find those videos for you. What's up, Han? What's up, brother? Yeah, we're making some money today, man. I think I've had multiple green trades for sure. I've had green on Thinkorswim, green on Ustock Trade, and green on Toro. So I'm green in all my accounts today. This is my Toro account. I'm up like 25, 26 bucks. I'm up about 25 bucks on Thinkorswim, a little bit less. And then I'm up like 40 bucks on Ustock Trade. So we're doing well, you know. Now, the high of the day breakout is kind of tough, brother. It only works a select amount of the time. I like taking advantage of the range more with those type of moves than breakouts. So you'll see me attack low of the day shorts more than high of the day breaks, just because I think panic is a stronger emotion than hope is. And so when a stock breaks lows, it's going to follow through a lot more than when a stock breaks highs, if that makes sense. And so you're going to get a little bit more of a momentum burst on low of the day breaks than high of the day breaks, in my opinion. And so that's just me, and everybody's a little bit different, you know. I do a little bit of mix of both. Sometimes if I'm just trying to get in and out, like I use a market order a lot on Toro, just because it's a challenge account. Yeah, and if you guys don't know what the Toro challenge is, this is basically what it is, right? The Toro challenge is a challenge subscription service, right? So it's like the base package is $2.99 a month if you pay monthly, but if you pay quarterly, the Toro challenge, the base one, the Toro 25, is almost $150 a month. I think it's like $160 a month, right? If you pay monthly, and that's right on par with paper trading softwares, right? So if you pay quarterly, then you get it for around 150, 160 bucks. And the way it works is, if you make $1,500 in profit on your challenge account, they refund you your subscription and they fund you. And there are some qualifying conditions, like you got to make 1.5 to 1 ratio. So you have to make $1,500, and you can't lose over 1,000, and you can't lose over $200 a day. And there is a limited stock list. But for me, it makes a lot of sense. I can keep trying this challenge until I basically get funded. Then they refund me my current subscription once I do get funded, and I'm able to scalp like I want to with some of these mid and high caps. And so it's about my second week using them. It's been pretty fun so far. And if you want to check out the Toro challenge with me, I'll post this link here. Hey, that's still good, huh? Hey, I got you, Jerome. I got you, bro. You know. But yeah, y'all want to check out the Toro challenge. Here's the link. Great way to help support our channel. Obviously, I'm biased though because I do post referral links for them. But if you want to be in the challenge with me and try to get funded like I am, check it out. You know, I don't think it's that bad. It's $2.99 a month if you pay monthly. But like I said, I think if you think about like paper trading softwares, right? It comes with a challenge account, also like a video library, also support. Like it makes sense. If you think about like the DOS Pro paper trading software, that's going to be $160 a month, right? And so in the end, it makes sense, I think, especially considering they refund you if you get funded. And so I think it's right on par. If you pay quarterly, it's just about the same as a paper account, but you can actually get funded and refunded. And so, you know, I think that makes sense. So y'all go check that out. Yeah, I mean, but here's the thing though. Yeah, there's a 50-cent profit or a 50% profit share. But like the reality is they're funding you basically the full amount, man. You know what I mean? Like they're funding you, you're paying $2.99. They're funding you $25K. I think 50% is reasonable. And that's how you know they actually want to fund you, because they're taking 50% of the cut. Which I think is reasonable. I would rather them have an incentive to make it legitimate than them to, you know what I mean? Like I think that makes sense. Especially considering that they're basically funding you the full amount. I think, yeah, they are basically funding you the full amount. I think that makes sense. You know, they're going to have some harsher rules, and they're going to take a larger percentage of your cut. But again, I mean, they're risking 25K, so it's understandable, I think. Yeah, y'all also want to help support me, go check out my monitor. We got an Amazon affiliate link there. Y'all go check out the best day trading monitor. There's the link in the chat. You can go check it out. I've got a 34-inch ultra wide monitor that I trade on. Super dope monitor. If you are in the market for monitors or really anything on Amazon, like if you want to buy anything on Amazon, check out that link. You know, great way to help support your boy here. Click on the link, and I definitely appreciate it if you know, help support the channel here. Alright, NVAX recently broke highs. AMD still ripping up too. Let me know what you guys see. I see FLUX popping up on the scanners here. FLUX. Nah, I don't really like that one. Kind of boring. No volume. WISA recently pulled a red to green move. This one kind of looks okay. And we did kind of get the moving average crossover way down here, but I mean, here's the thing though, man. It's really not that bad. Like, this crossover kind of alerts you before these moves happen, which is kind of cool. Not enough volume for me in this one though. TREG. Just go check out our backtesting sessions, Timothy. I've been backtesting penny stock strategies the last few months. So yeah, you just go check out our backtesting videos. We got a lot of interesting ones for sure. But yeah, you just gotta go kind of check it out. Go watch our strategy videos that we've published in the last 2 months. We got a bunch of them. CREG. I mean, this one is alright. I mean, there's not really much going on, to be honest. No, I'm not in AMD. I'm taking a little position in MU right now. Oh, you guys can't see it, but it's not AMD. I'm down like 15 bucks, but basically pretty close to break even, honestly. I'm in with 300 shares. Let's see if we can get this squeeze up over 80s is what we need. I'll start to take half the position off if we get it. Okay, let me fix this so you guys can see everything. I forgot to switch. There you go. Break even right now. We're trying to get over 80. We need like 85s or so. Now I really like the risk of like 75 in this one though. Just to show you. I think I like this risk right here, the support level right here. Right around it now. I'm gonna let it test, but we're probably about to get out. Maybe let this one go a little bit too long. I'm just trying to see if it fakes out and bounces, but it doesn't look like it is. This is honestly my first loss of the day. Yeah, I gotta get out there. We're just tanking down. About break-even day right now in mid and high caps. I tried to wait for it, but I think I just chased a little bit too long there. We might actually get a VWAP bounce though here for MU, and so like I might pile back into this one short at first, not short, but small size. So we gotta wait here though. I'm gonna get in here with 100 shares and then use a 45.50 risk level for MU now that we got a little bit better of an entry. Maybe add to it if it starts to rip back up. AMD did have that short setup present itself though. Yeah, I do like this one on AMD. We're gonna take both, kind of hedge a little bit with AMD and this one. We got back on another 100 shares of MU. We're trying to manage both of these. 100 shares of MU, 100 shares of AMD. Gotta watch these pretty close though. Nothing too crazy going on right now. I'm gonna have to get out of AMD at 82.40s. Okay. There we go. I just took half off of that AMD short. MU is dropping. I gotta get out there. So, like I said, I kind of hedged this one a little bit. Yeah, I gotta get out there. So, about break even on the day. Tried to hedge it a little bit with AMD and MU. Just getting some weakness. Maybe under 40, I'll short MU. We'll see though. Try to scalp the bottom off of this under 45.50. AMD's got a bigger range, so that's kind of what I'm juggling here. Break even now though. Not too bad. I mean, I'll take it. It's been a pretty profitable day for the most part. I wonder what the SPY is doing today. Alright, so I'm watching MU under this level, under 45.50. SPY starting to break down weak here, so I'm gonna short MU here. SPY breaks down, MU should break down with it, I think. I'll give this 1 second, probably about to get scared out of this though. Hopefully you can just build up weakness and then break under 45.50. I'm a little bit more front loaded into this than I want to though. I'd rather just wait for the actual move, and I'm just gonna get out there, maybe attack it again. I don't mind hitting it again there, but it's too risky to see if this one pops up here. It might actually break, but we need this break here. SPY kind of rebounded too, which isn't really good for it either. It's on Epidemic. It's well, it's my playlist. It's songs that I picked out on like through Epidemic Sounds library, but yeah, this is why I got out of MU, so glad I did. I think the SPY is just bouncing up. Like, a lot of it is so dependent on what the SPY actually does that, you know, we need the breakdown to happen, and the SPY is just chopped today, unfortunately. But here, man, like I said, I'm still pretty pumped, man. It's been a fun week trading penny stocks. It's been super accurate, honestly. Yeah, it takes time, brother. Yeah, y'all want the Discord link? I got you guys. Yeah, this is our Discord if you want to check it out. This is our Discord. Really, we're mostly, like, we'll hang out in Trader Mike's a good bit too, so I'll post that link. Trader Mike's is certainly the most active, but if you want to, like, hang out with us sometimes, check out our Discord. And then if you want Trader Mike's, which is like a more active penny stock Discord, I'll post this link too. So y'all go join both of these. Both of these are really good Discords. SPY ripping up. Still looking at AMD. Like, AMD's the one that's kind of like saying, YOLO, we don't care about the market. Party City ripping up too. Yeah, it's a little bit too big of a float, I think. What's Party City's float? Yeah, 85 million float. Still waiting on the short potentially on AMD. We need the breakdown to actually happen, though. We're getting close. Gotta wait for the actual breakdown here. So we are in AMD with 250 shares. We're trying to be patient with it. If it just squeezes up, we just got to bail out of this thing. But we're trying to get a breakdown here if it looks weak, hopefully. Here we go. All right, we got out half there. Holding 150 shares left. Caught the breakdown that we wanted. We'll see if it continues. There we go. Now we're just gonna get out the rest there. So we're kind of going back and forth, but this is the same setup I talked about. We got this low that forms right here at 93, and when it breaks down nicely. So that's what we got. Maybe we can try it on a bounce back up here to 95s and then risk off of 82 maybe, is what I'm kind of thinking, but we'll see. See if we can really break down. So yeah, like I said, we get a bounce up to 92, so we can risk off of, yeah, there we go. There's a bounce, maybe a little bit early, but just 150 shares this time. We're just gonna risk off of 82s. See if we get the full breakdown now. Have to get ready for the flat button here. Yeah, got squeezed out. It might come back down. We'll try to attack it on the way back down too. Kind of going back and forth break even day. Down like 20 bucks or something. Nah. We'll see what Disney's doing maybe today. Disney maybe about to break highs. We might be able to attack Disney here, maybe. Alright, I'm back in AMD, quick position, 175 shares. AMD's just about to chop me out. I think I gotta start attacking these a little bit early. The market is tanking, which should be good for me. I might add a little bit to AMD and take a swing here. I'm in 275 shares of AMD. Definitely a large position. The market is dropping big though, and I think that's gonna drag AMD down. Hopefully it doesn't pop me out or squeeze me out, but we'll see. Big wick in the market. Just too choppy, I think, for me today, probably. Great. I'll give it one more second. We're right around my risk level, though. Down to 7s, 6. Right, so we're getting rejected there for AMD. Like I said, I'm trying to bet that the market is going to drag it down. So this is definitely my largest position, but AMD, yeah, I got to get out there. It's a small loss. We're down 60 bucks on the day on the challenge account. But I think this is what I'm running into, guys, and I think this is kind of how I used to trade. So like with my scalping system, I would attack the first few minutes after the opening bell, and it would work. But now that I'm attacking penny stocks in the first 30 minutes, by the time I'm starting to attack these mid and high cap stocks, I think it's just being a little bit more choppy on me. Alright, we're going to see if we can catch AMD this time. Maybe going back and forth a little bit too much, but oh my gosh, it's just so choppy. And I think I'm ultimately green in this challenge account, but market is back up too. Yeah, I gotta get out. I think I'm just gonna hang it up and take my little $80-something loss today. Just nothing really that looks good. Maybe I'll attack some penny stocks. It's just been a back and forth day, and I think it's just a little bit too choppy now for a Friday, especially. Like, a lot of these mid and high cap setups aren't going to work. So maybe we'll look for some mid and high cap, or some penny stock breaks. But like, here's the SPY itself right now, and this is ultimately the chop I'm getting stuck in. This is the SPY. Look how sideways the market is. It's a Friday. It's the middle of summer. Probably should just slow it down. What do you guys think? Let me see the chat. Oh yeah, who do you think is gonna win, bro? I got Cormier, bro. I'm rooting for Cormier to win, dude. Is the camera out of focus? Oh, my bad, bro. Oh yeah, I kind of see it here. Let me fix it. I appreciate the heads up, man. Thank you. Here, let me try to fix that. There we go. It's a little bit better. But yeah, this is the chop I'm getting stuck in. Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm green in my challenge account, but it's just back and forth today. Just kind of dull, and the market is sideways, just choppy on a Friday, just not really super favorable. I think if I had the discipline, which is something I'm going to have to get back in the groove of waiting for only my setups, then it would be good. But like, this is the market today, team. Like, we're just in a sideways market, and I think with this challenge account, you got to get really good at kind of hanging it up when you need to. You know, like, there's the challenge account. Here's the market today, which is just purely sideways, dull, nothing really looking that great. And so I think I let myself get stuck in the chop, you know. What you guys watching today? Yeah, I got Cormier, bro. Nah, Cormier is the man. Listen, I'm from Baton Rouge, Louisiana, bro. I gotta root for my man Cormier from Lafayette. Like, I got friends that live in Lafayette. I've been to Lafayette a bunch. I know people in Lafayette. Like, I gotta root for my man Cormier. He's from Lafayette, man. I gotta root for Cormier, 100%. Cormier is about to knock out Stipe again. But, you know, we'll see. Stipe's a beast, too. I can't hate on Stipe. I like Stipe, too. If he wasn't fighting Cormier, I would root for him. But he is fighting Cormier, so I got Cormier all the way, bro. Oh, I'm rooting for Justin Gaethje in that fight, just because Justin Gaethje's an animal, man. He's a beast, bro. I'm rooting for, but at the same time though, I think Khabib is just a monster, man. Khabib is tough to deal with, and Khabib's probably gonna beat him for sure. Khabib is probably the single greatest MMA fighter in the world right now. On like a pound for pound skill basis, Khabib all the way. And so I gotta respect Khabib. He's a monster, man. He's a beast. But I like Justin Gaethje, and I want to see that fight. SPY sideways. And I hope this is a good lesson, right? Like, look at MU for a second, guys. Like, look at MU. You see how MU looks, and then look at the SPY itself. Very, very similar. Very, very similar movement. And that's why I pairs trade the SPY a lot. But when the SPY is just sideways, it's tough to do anything, man. Especially late at like 10:30 or 11:30 right now. It's just sideways. Not really too much craziness going on. Penny stock ACY starting to rip up, pick up some volume. ACY. Hey, and remember, guys, hit the subscribe button, team. Show support for your boy here. Click the bell, turn on notifications. We go live every single day for free right here. Yeah, for sure. And that's the interesting thing now, man. Justin is a legit wrestler. So, you know, that's going to be the interesting dynamic between him and Khabib is Justin's a wrestler, man. And so he might be able to stop Khabib. You don't see it much because he's got such dangerous hands, but, you know. Ooh, you know what I'm about to go play after this? You know what I forgot just came out? You know what just came out today? UFC 4, EA UFC 4. I beat the #1 dude in the world at EA UFC 3 twice last week. I don't play it enough to be like ranked #1 in the world, but I did beat the dude at #1. His name is Ronaldo Nunes S, and I beat him twice. So I was actually legit good at EA UFC 3. But the second one, or the fourth one, is out today, so I'm about to play that game today for sure. Yeah, I just don't see any action right now, team. Like Disney, Nvidia, nothing too crazy right now. We wait. Like the only way I'll trade maybe is if Nvidia breaks 460. I might scalp that move. 1,460 for Nvidia. Yeah, no. Listen. I'm not discrediting Khabib. Khabib is probably the most talented, skilled. Like I said, in my opinion, Khabib is probably the best pound for pound UFC fighter in the world right now. Never lost. Just dominates every single person he ever fights. You know, like I used to like listen, and I like John Jones too. I think John Jones is I think Khabib and John Jones are tied up. But I think considering John Jones's issues outside of the ring, where he's popped for steroids a few times, he has honestly, in my opinion, Jones got beat by Thiago Santos. And definitely by the last guy he fought, Hispanic dude. I thought Jones lost to that last dude. Let me see who Jones fought. I know y'all will probably tell me before I know. Dominic Reyes. I thought Dominic Reyes beat up John Jones, and for some reason the judges just did not give it to him, which is crazy. I thought Thiago Santos was pretty close to beating Jones as well, but for those two fights alone, I gotta put Khabib higher than Jones now. Khabib has dominated every single fight he's ever been in. I like Jones, and I think Jones comes in at a set, definitely #2. But I thought Jones lost his last fight. And I think Jones is super skilled, but I thought Dominic Reyes beat Jones up. Yeah, we're not gonna put that. Try breed. But I like Jones, and I think Jones is super skilled too. He's easily, before the last two fights, and I think Jones isn't in his prime anymore, but I think Jones before his last two fights was the best fighter in the world. But he like his last two fights were questionable at best. I thought Reyes beat him up, and I thought Thiago Santos nearly beat him with one leg, and that Thiago Santos should have gotten that rematch. But I think they're hiding Jones. Alright, the SPY might be moving to break some highs here, team. Maybe. Maybe we'll get some momentum, you know? I hope we do. SPY moving up to break highs though. Maybe guys might break that 337 level. Watching the SPY, we might be pushing up to break some highs. Maybe we'll get some momentum come in. Hopefully we do. But the market's about to break highs. Yeah, when it does, I gotta, you know, we'll see what we get, but. Market's trying though. We're trying to break highs. I don't know, man. I'm kind of pumped about Roy Jones and Tyson. I think Tyson will probably beat up Jones. But you never really know. The problem with I have is that it's an exhibition fight. It's not a real fight. I think they're both over the hill, unfortunately. My favorite boxer of all time is Tyson, but I think considering like there's going to be some really weird kind of rules behind the boxing match, it just seems like a money grab, unfortunately. Yeah, FAMA doesn't look bad. Not a bad little bounce there. All right, FAMA breaking highs here. Not really my strategy, but we do have FAMA breaking highs. I'm in MU, guys. Sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. I'm in MU. If you want to be a part of this Toro challenge with me, like I said, let me find the link. If you want to be part of this Toro challenge, it's a subscription-based challenge account. And basically, the way it works is it's a subscription-based. So if you pay by monthly, it's $2.99 a month. They give you a challenge account, and you're able to try to work your way towards $1,500 in profit. And if you can make $1,500 in profit while following their rules, they fund you and refund you your subscription costs. I'm gonna take half off there for MU. And so I think considering the fact that if you pay quarterly, it's around $160 a month, which is right around the same thing as paper trading. But it also costs, it also gives you like a library of courses, like a bunch of good stuff with it, and they refund you with a profit split. Once you actually hit that 1.5 to 1 ratio, once you actually make $1,500 in profit, as long as you don't lose over $1,000, and as long as you don't lose over $200 per day, they fund you with a 50% profit split. And so I think it makes a lot of sense for traders looking to get funded and that maybe like to actively scalp like I do. Commissions are cheap at like, I think they're like 30 cents per 100 shares. And so very cheap commissions. You can get refunded after they actually fund you. And so for me, it makes a ton of sense. If you guys want to check it out, I'll post this link. Good way to help support our free content here. And so, yeah, I'll post this link here. But yeah, we're in MU now. I'm trying to take advantage of the market pushing up, hoping that's going to drag it up too. We'll see though. I've already taken some profit off. I'm only holding 100 shares, pretty light position. Market push it up though. How long did it take you to become profitable in general? Years. Years. And it's not even just about strategies. It's about psychology. It's about understanding. Trading. The key to trading, team, is all about conditioning. It's all about repetition. It's like Pavlov, right? It's all about just doing it over and over and over and over again until it clicks, and you make your rules second nature to where you don't just blow your account, right? It's conditioning. It's just repetition, and so that takes time. It's not something that just clicks right away. Most people, it takes years in order to actually hit profits. But everybody's different, and of course there's outliers in there, but you know, you're gonna have people that try to sell you a dream, and that most of the time they're trying to sell you a course. The truth is, most people lose, and it takes a long time to actually win. It's not something that most people just pick up and just start banking all this money. That's not a realistic expectation, and you want to try to have a realistic expectation in trading. If not, it's going to be even harder to accept and you know, keep pushing. Alright, so the market's breaking that level here. I'm going to add into this. Alright, I am now in with 250 shares of MU. Market breaking highs. Hopefully this drags MU up here. I mean, no, everybody can't do it. I think a large majority of people are going to ultimately lose, to be honest. Everybody certainly can't do it. Some people just don't have the personality for it. Most of the time, like gamblers, like if you're like a gambler, you're probably not going to do well, because some people have that gambling mentality where like for instance, my system specifically in penny stocks, right? Like I have to attack it in the first 15 minutes. And if I try to attack it after that, it doesn't work that well. Gamblers are going to keep pushing even though they shouldn't in that regard. And so not everybody's going to make money. And not everybody has the potential to either, because some people just don't have the personality for it. Some people have like a really addictive personality that's just not well suited for trading. They have a really gambling based personality, and a lot of times that stuff's just not going to work, because you gotta control your emotions in trading, and that takes time, takes work. You know, some people are just going to trade too large. They're going to trade too big. They're going to try to gamble it away, take way too big of sizing in order to get that rush that they feel they need. It's probably the same people that end up trying to guilt trip me into trading, that kind of try to make fun of me for trading small. Same people. They have that urge to just trade large, tell everybody how much they're making. You know, you got heroes in trading to where I made $700,000 yesterday. No proof. They're just claiming that in a random obscure chat room. But you'll get people like that all the time, and that'll influence other new traders to do the wrong thing, and that's why you got to call them out. Is that you just got a lot of nonsense in the trading world, and you got to kind of duck and dodge through it. And there's also an intelligence factor. Well, I mean, here's the thing, man. Like, it depends on what you believe in, right? If you believe in behaviorism, for instance, which means you can teach anybody anything, then yeah. I mean, by that logic, everybody could do it. But I think there's an intelligence factor. I think there's a patience factor. I think there's a discipline and conditioning factor that is going to influence whether somebody's ultimately successful or not. That stuff takes time, man. It's not, you know. I'm gonna take most of the position off there. just gonna get out the position there. I'm down less than $100 today. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might just hang it up. I'm not seeing too much. Friday, slow day. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying anybody here is a gambler, but if you're getting, you know, if anybody in here gets insecure for me saying that, maybe you're the gambler, you know, but I'm not saying anybody is, though. Like the reality is, guys, is that trading takes time, and not everybody can do it. Just like not everybody can be a programmer, and not everybody can be a lawyer, and not everybody can be a doctor. Like, everybody's not going to be a trader. Most people are not going to be a trader. Most people don't have the mental capital to do it, you know. If you get too emotional about things, if you get too upset about things, if you can't handle the daily swings, your personality just might not be suited for trading. And there's a lot of people that can't. You know, there's a lot of people that get way too upset over minuscule aspects of the trading day, right? Like there's just minor aspects of the trading day. Like as a day trader, there's going to be different things. Like you're going to miss positions, and you're going to lose sometimes, like I did today. I'm down in my Toro account. But no biggie. It's not a big deal. It happens. You know, you're not going to win every day, and that's not a reasonable expectation. But there's going to be some people that just let that emotion just drive them into just highly emotional trading, which is not what you want to do. You got to try to be as objective as possible, and some people just don't have the mental maturity ultimately to act like that and to be chill about their trading, right? Like you got to be okay with losing. Trading is one of the things you got to be okay with losing. That needs to be understandable. Like you're gonna lose. There's gonna be swings. You know, what ultimately matters is the long-term direction of your account. That's what means the most. But you're gonna lose, and you know you got to figure out ways around that. But not everybody can do it. It's not something that everybody has the mental discipline and the mental maturity, to be honest, to ultimately do. Tyson. Yeah, you got the spirits of the ancients. Hey, I appreciate the sub live. Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. Welcome. Y'all hit that subscribe button. Do it now. Click the bell. Everybody hit the subscribe button right now. Do it now. Hit it now, everybody. Let's get a surge of subscribers. Hit the subscribe button, guys. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it, guys. Let's get some peer pressure going in here. Thank you, dog. I appreciate that. Let's get some peer pressure going. Everybody's doing it. Look at, he's doing it. They're doing it. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Do it now. Let's get a rain of subscribers going. Hit the sub button. Click the bell. Turn on notifications. Do it now. Let's get a rain of subscribers coming in, guys. You know you want to. A crazy fact is that 40% of you have not subscribed. Literally 40% not subscribed at all. What are you guys doing? Hit the subscribe button. Even if you don't like me, I might lose, and you don't want to miss that, and so you want to subscribe to it. You know, I lost today. You know, I know that makes you feel good. Some people hit that subscribe button, guys. Fami's breaking out. FAMI. It's at 147. And if you haven't subscribed, I'm talking to you. Hit the subscribe button. Do it now. Click it now. Let's try to get a rain of subscribers going on this thing. That's right, Simplicity. I know. Hit the subscribe button, guys. Do it now. I lost this week. Hey, that's okay, bro. Hey, it's okay, Pablo. I appreciate that. Do it now. You know. Hey, no stress, Marv. I got you, bro. Yeah, there's a legend that goes on that says those that have not subscribed today might be cursed for the rest of their life. It's just a legend I heard. You know, they might be cursed forever. I'm not gonna do it because I don't believe in that. But you might want to hit the subscribe button, guys. It's the best thing to do. You know you want to. Everybody's doing it. You know, everybody's doing it. Just do it one time. That's it. You know, it's peer pressure. You know. Do it. Do it now. Do it. Yeah, tomorrow's Saturday, but hey, look, you don't want to miss it, guys. It's the greatest day trading stream ever. I'm personally the greatest trader in your lifetime. Easily the greatest trader ever, you know. I got a new course coming out. It's called Buy the Dip. It's only $10,999.99, and it will teach you to be the best day trader ever. Guaranteed or your money back, you know. It just takes, you know, a winning mindset is all, and $10,999. You know, it's gonna be, the course is gonna say 4 words, or no, 3 words. 3 words. Buy the dip. That's it. That's the whole course. You know, $10,999.99. Do it now. You know. Hey, thank you, Max. I appreciate that, bro. You are one of the best traders I've seen. You always win in the end, as always. Hey, thank you, Marv. Hey. That's a good price. Hey, it's a great price. $10,999.99. It's gonna be 3 words. It's gonna say, buy the dip. That's it. That's all it says. You know, super valuable. And I gave you that secret. Okay. Do it now. Do I see a name change in the future for a channel? Yeah, I'm gonna put a sort of in front of it. Sort of beginner trader, you know? Or not a beginner trader, you know? Might be, I wonder if YouTube would let me do that. Just add a not in the front. Just add a little not in the beginning, you know? Not beginner trading, you know? I wonder. BTD, buy the dip. You're gonna be raining Lamborghinis everywhere. You get a Lambo. You get a Lambo. You get a Lambo. We all get Lambos. You know, you gotta love it. You gotta love it. Do it now. You know? Yeah, do it now. Yeah, it used to be a beginner trading. You know. Oh yeah, buy the dip, BTD. BTD trading. I got it. You know. Do it now. Get in the chopper. Man. You gotta love it. You gotta love my emoji, man. I'm kind of laughing at it. I ain't buying no dip. Yeah. Yes, sir. Hey, no stress, man. Right. Do it now. You know, I think you need to add a stack of cash in the corner, so every time you win, you had a few more bucks to it. Honestly, it's so hilarious, man. They'll be like, I hate penny stock gurus. Let me reach into today's profits in a backpack. It's like, oh really? You went to the ATM and took out your profits out of a trading brokerage account, and now you have just stacks of cash, but you're mad at the gurus? What? Like, it's like, come on, bro. Let me reach into my stack of cash backpack and take out today's profit. It's like, oh, so your brokerage account, your trading brokerage account has an ATM? You're just getting your money today? How long does it take to take money out of a brokerage account? Because I think it takes longer than that, you know. Buy the dip by John. Hey, thank you, ENS, thank you. No, Trunk, you can't, bro. I need those 2 cents, dude. Or no, I need that $2, bro. That's gonna pay my bills, dude. I need it. It's mine and I deserve it. Right, eventually you got, like, you know, you just got an ATM at your desktop. You know what I mean? I guess. I don't know how that works. How do you get your trades to be so successful? Look at me. Look at these, man. You want these type of successful trades? This is what buying the dip will get you right here. Look at this. You see this? You know, greatest trader ever. Nah, but really though, you want to see my penny stock actual graph? Like, this is legit my penny stock graph. Let me see if they show it. But literally every trade on Thinkorswim has been a green trade in the last, I don't know how long. But like, this is my actual TD Ameritrade graph. Like, legit. Like, this is like my real graph from penny stocks. Mostly penny stocks though. Mid and high caps, Wait, what's up? Yeah, listen, they're just right here. So I'm using the 12 EMA, the 26 SMA, and then the daily VWAP right here. You can kind of see them right here. I'm using the 12 EMA as the white line. Or no, I'm using the 26 SMA as the white line, the 12 EMA as the blue line, and then the purple light line is the daily VWAP. So I made a mill, dude. I made $999,999.99 is what I technically made last week, but I haven't taken it out the ATM yet, really. So you know, we're gonna work on that, and next week I'll get my Lambo, my next Lambo that is. And I'll just do my best to try to spread the word, you know, and the legend, if you will. Hey, nice Terry. Hey, congrats, brother. Hey, have a good weekend to you as well, man. No, I mean, I'm not a beginner. I actually kind of know what I'm doing to a certain extent, but the channel's a resource for beginners. So that's why it's called beginner trading, because it's a resource for new traders to come to get together, hang out, and ultimately learn. Like, that's what it is. I actually get that question a lot, but like at this point, we're not a beginner, and it's mostly just a resource for beginners to see how you actually do it. Yeah, right. It's my next Lambo, you know. I'm about to get rid of this current Lambo because, you know, it's light green, and, like, I'm just not really feeling it that anymore. I'm probably going to buy a purple one, though, for LSU. But, you know, I'm still deciding. I might get an orange one. You know, whatever it is, it just needs to really stick out so people can give me attention for it. And so it's like, you know, we got light green right now, but it's just not really shining that much. I might actually get an iridescent one next, and that way it'll be kind of like rainbow colored, and you know, it'll be the dopest Lamborghini ever. It'll probably help me sell my new course too, but we'll see, you know. Why don't I just wrap it? I could. What if I bought a Lambo and I got a sticker decal like Fast and the Furious and I just put "buy the dip" on the Lambo? That would be the greatest ever. Or I could put "shaking out the weak hands" on the side of the. I could get a bright purple Lamborghini and then I could put in bright yellow wording, shaking out the weak hands. That's what I'm gonna do. That's it. Alright, brother. Alright, Trong. Later, bro. Yeah, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you guys next time. Yeah, I'll see you guys later, guys. Like I said, y'all want to help support your boy here. Y'all go check out these Amazon links. You want to see my monitor? I'll drop it here, and you can go check it out. Like I said, you want to check out... Here's a great way to help support us that also benefits you. You can sign up for Webull. You get a free paper trading account. So you get a free paper trading account just for signing up, and you get a free stock. If you deposit $100, you get another free stock. So you literally get 2 free stocks if you sign up and deposit $100. You get free paper trading on their platform, which is really dope. Y'all go check out Webull. I think it's really smart. Somebody said they got Starbucks as their free stock through my link earlier. And I think most of the time you're going to get a cheap stock, but if you want to roll the dice, try to get an expensive stock and then maybe buy some options contracts or something with the money. I think that's a smart way to try to turn nothing into something by just signing up for Webull. It's a great way to help support us, and like I said, they do have free paper trading. I'll post this link. You can check it out. Yeah, my license plate will be BTD. You know. Yeah, go check out the link for Webull. You can also check out the Toro Challenge, which I got really beat up in today. But yeah, y'all go check out the Toro Challenge. It's a subscription-based challenge, though. Let me post that link here. Like I said, it's really the funded account program, which I'm focusing on. So it's like, if you pay quarterly, it's like $150, $160 a month if you pay quarterly, and that's right on par with paper, and then they'll refund you your subscription once you actually get funded. All you got to do is make $1,500 in profit without losing over $1,000. So it's a 1.5 to 1 ratio, and there's also a $200 daily max loss. But I think it's reasonable. It's only a 1.5 to 1 ratio. They refund it once you're actually funded, and you get market data and all that good stuff. So I think it makes sense. Check out this link if you want to try the Toro Challenge. Another good way to help support your boy here is go and check out Trade Ideas, and you can use our promo code for Trade Ideas. It's BT15. You can get our promo code BT15. Let me see. Let me find it. Like I said, and Trade Ideas is really what's alerting me of a lot of these moves that I'm getting in the market. It's mostly Trade Ideas telling me what's up. So y'all go check out Trade Ideas 2. You can use BT15 for 15% off. And yeah, guys, with all that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. You can also go check out Trader Mike's Discord too. I'll post that link, man. And like I said, super active penny stock Discord if you want to go check it out. It's really where you'll see me hanging out every day. And you can also check out our own Discord too. Our own Discord link is in the description, I think. No, it's not. Now I gotta add that. Alright. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. Good luck in the markets, team. We'll see you guys next time. Have a good day. And I appreciate all the love, support today, guys. Good luck. We'll see you guys later.